Hello students, today we will continue our discussion on the chapter circles. Our today's topic of discussion is number of tangents from a point on a circle. So let us start with the first topic, some properties on number of tangents. Here we will discuss about three cases. In first case, we will take a arbitrary point inside the circle. In the second case, we will choose a arbitrary point on the circumference of the circle. And in the third case, we will choose a point outside of the circle. Okay. So let us start with the first case. Consider this P is inside the circle. Okay. Now if you draw any line passes through this P point, it will intersect this circle in 2 points, right. If you look at the figure, if you draw any line passes through this P point and if you extend that line, then it will intersect this circle in 2 points. That means that line will become secant. Okay. So you can say that there is no tangent to a circle passes through a point lying inside the circle. That means through this point P you cannot draw a tangent, because the definition of tangent is tangent will touch the circle at just one point, but here any line segment passing through this P will touch the circle in 2 points. Okay. Now discuss about case number 2. In this case, we will consider the point on the circumference of the circle, and I told you on each point of the circumference you can draw only one tangent. That means there is one and only one tangent to a circle passes through a point lying on the circle. Okay. Now case 3. Case 3 is you are considering the point outside the circle. Suppose this P point is outside of the circle. Now from this P point you can draw exactly 2 tangents to the circle, as you show in the figure, as you can show in the figure. Okay. One tangent will be PT1, another tangent will be PT2. Okay. So these 2 tangents you can draw from the outside point of a circle. Okay. Now we will discuss about length of the tangent. The length of the segment of the tangent from the external point P and the point of contact with the circle is called length of the tangent from the point P to the circle. Okay. Consider this P point outside of the circle. From this P point you can draw 2 tangents PT1 and PT2. So you can say that this T1 and T2 are the point of contact. So this PT1 and PT2, these two are the length of the tangent. This length of PT1 is equal to length of tangent. Similarly, the length of PT2 is the length of tangent. Okay. So PT1 and PT2 are the length of the tangent from P to the circle. Okay. So this is the definition of length of the tangent. You are measuring the length from this P point to this point of contact. Okay. Now we will discuss about a theorem on length of tangent. The theorem states that the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are unique. That means you know that if P is the point outside of the circle, you can draw only 2 tangents to the circle, right. This theorem states that this length of tangent this length will be equal. That means PQ will be equal with PR. This length will be same. So here is the proof. First of all, if you consider PQ tangent, OQ is the radius, okay, because O is the center, OQ is the radius, and PQ is the tangent, and the point of contact is Q. You know about the theorem that this radius and this tangent will make 90 degree at the point of contact. That means this angle is 90 degree. Similarly, if you consider this PR tangent, this angle is also 90 degree. So you can say that angle OQP is equal to angle ORP. Okay, angle OQP and angle ORP are right angle because these angles are between the radii and the tangent. Okay, now we will take this OQP now we will take OQP triangle and ORP triangle. If you take these two triangle, OP is common side. This angle is equal with this angle, and these two sides will be equal. Why? Because they are the radius of the circle. So you are getting this is common side. This side is equal to this side because they are radius, and this angle is equal to this angle because they are both 90 degree. So by SAS rule or RHS rule, it will be RHS rule, right hand side hypotenuse, right angle hypotenuse side. By this congruency, you can say that these two triangle will be congruent triangle. Now since they are congruent triangle, so by CPCT you can say that this PQ is equal to PR. That means the length of the tangent will be same. So this is the proof of this theorem. The length of tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Now we will discuss about two examples. First example is prove that in two concentric circle, the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle is bisect at the point of contact. So look at here, there is two concentric circle. That means their center is same. The center is O. O center is common for both the circles. Now this AB is the chord for the larger circle, but it is a tangent for the smaller circle because it touches the smaller circle at the point P, right? So you have to prove that this P point, the point of contact P, will bisect this AB chord. That means you have to prove that AP is equal to BP. So how we can prove? We are given two concentric circles C1 and C2 with center O, and the chord AB of the larger circle C1 which touches the smaller circle C2 at the point of P. You have to prove that AP is equal to PB. Now you will join this O point, that is the center, and this point of contact, that is OP. So OP is a radius and P is a point of contact for the tangent AB for smaller circle. So you can say that this angle is 90 degree by previous theorem. So OP is perpendicular to AB. Now you have to recall a theorem from class 9. Okay, the theorem was if the radius is perpendicular to a chord, then it will bisect that chord. It is a theorem from the chapter circle of class 9. Now AB is the chord for the bigger circle and OP is perpendicular to the chord AB. So OP will bisect the chord AB. Since it bisects the chord AB, that means you can say that AP is equal to PB. Okay. So in this way you can prove this example. Now we'll discuss about example number 2. PQ is a chord of length 8 cm of a circle of radius 5 cm. So here in this diagram, this PQ is 8 cm and the radius OP is 5 cm given. Now the question is, the length of the tangent at P and Q intersect at the point T. Find the length of TP. You have to find this length TP. Okay. So how you can solve this one? First of all, you have to join this O and this T. Okay. Now I have to explain the next explanation. For this, I will change the slide. Look at this diagram. Okay, you have already joined this OD line segment. If you take OPT and if you join this one, if you take OTP triangle and OTQ triangle, okay, means this triangle and this triangle. Okay, if you take these two triangle, you can see that this is equal to this one because they are both radius. This one is equal to this one. Why? Because they are the length of the tangent from the external point, and this is the common side, right? This OT is the common side. So you can say that by SSS congruency, these two triangle will be congruent triangle. Now since they are congruent triangle, this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay. Now you are getting this is equal to this angle. Now you have to take this PRT triangle and QRT triangle. That means this one and this one. Okay. If you are taking these two triangle, you can say that these two angles are equal. This side is common, and again this one is equal to this one because they are the length of tangent from the external point. So again by SAS rule, you can say that these two triangle will be congruent. Now since they are congruent, by CPCT this angle is equal to this angle. So you can say that this OT will be perpendicular to PQ. Now this OT and OR are same. Okay, or you say that this is same. Now since this is perpendicular to the line PQ, okay, since this is perpendicular to the line PQ and PQ is a chord of the circle, so you can say that this OR will bisect PQ. That means PR is equal to PQ. Now look at here, this is given in the previous slide. Okay, TPQ is isosceles triangle. This OT is the bisector of PTQ. So OT is perpendicular to PQ, which I have explained. Therefore OT bisect PQ and PR is equal to RQ is equal to 4 cm. So this length PR is equal to RQ is equal to 4 cm. Again, since OR is perpendicular to PQ, since this is 90 degree, okay, since this angle is 90 degree, you can say that this angle is a right angle triangle. So you can write OR is equal to PQ square minus PR square. Okay, that's why OR square is equal to OP square minus PQ square. That means OR is root under OP square minus PR square. If you put the values, you will get OR, that means this length, as 3 cm. Okay, this is 3 cm. Now the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That means this angle is 90 degree. Okay, OPT is 90 degree. Now look at here, OPT is 90 degree. Okay, and if you take this PRT triangle, Okay, you already proved this angle is 90 degree. That means sum of this angle and this angle is also 90 degree. Okay, sum of these two angle is also 90 degree, which I have written here. Angle TPR plus angle PTR is equal to 90 degree. Again, look at here, OPT, that means this angle, can be written as TPR plus OPR, this plus this. Okay, so check the next slide. Here, so from equation number 1 and equation number 2, you can say that this angle plus this angle is equal to this angle plus this angle. Okay, TPR plus RPO is equal to TPR plus PTR. Now TPR and TPR is common, they will cancel to each other. So you are getting RPO is equal to PTR. That means these two angles are same. Now right angle triangle TPR similar to the right angle triangle PRO. Why? Because this angle is already equal to this angle and these two angles are 90 degree. So by AAA similarity, this angle and this angle will be similar. So since they are similar, their ratio of corresponding sides will be equal. So TP by PO is equal to RP by RO. Okay, now put the values here. You can find the value of TP is equal to 20 by 3 centimeter. Okay, now you can solve this equation in another way. In this second case, you have to consider this TP value as X. Okay, and TR as Y. Then since this is 90 degrees, so it will be a right angle triangle. So you can say that x square is equal to y square plus 4 square. Okay, so from here you are getting a equation. Okay, now similarly, if you take OPT triangle, this one. Okay, here again this angle is 90 degree, so it will be a right angle triangle. In this case, this is x, this is 5, okay, and this one is y. You have considered TR as y, and in the previous slide you have evaluated the value of OR is 3. That means again you can say that x square plus 5 square is equal to y plus 3 whole square. Okay, now from these two equation x square is common, so you can combine this equation number 1 and 2 and you will get a equation of y. Okay, and from this y you will get the value of y as 16 by 3. Put the value of y in any equation number 1 and 2, you will get the value of x as 20 by 3. So in this way, by similarity or by using Pythagoras theorem, you can find the value of TP. Okay, the only difference is in the first case, after this OR value, you are using similarity. Okay, and in the second case, after OR value, you are using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so this second example was a complicated one. So check it very carefully. Thank you. This is all for today.